Hello and welcome back to the next episode in our campaign in the Dawnless Days, the Lord of the Rings Total Conversion mod for Total War Attila. We're continuing playing as Isengard here. We're building up our forces, getting ready to wage war against Rohan, and we have our first battle ahead of us against the Scouts of Rohan, which spawned pursuant to a mission that we've been granted. So we need to eliminate these scouts, and if we do so, we'll get a 1,000 gold reward. And if we fail to do so within 3 turns, then they will report back to the King of Rohan as to what's going on in Isengard over here, and let everyone know that we're building up a force of orcs and Uruk-hai. So we need to defeat them and stop that. It is currently early June in the year 3015 of the Third Age. As I mentioned in the last episode, canonically the War of the Ring begins in the year 3019 of the Third Age. I think it's in February technically. Although I guess you could say the first real kind of engagement, what's the best way of phrasing it? I guess a preliminary strike to the full-blown War of the Ring is the conquest of Osgiliath in June of 3018 of the Third Age. So that could technically be seen as the beginning of the war, but really the canonical start of the war is February 3019, because that's when Isengard also joins the fray and launches its assault on Rohan and begins the War of the Ring proper. Now, I'm not sure if the developers of the mod intend for us to build up our forces until 3019 of the Third Age before waging war against Rohan. Given that each turn is a month, that's a lot of turns before we would end up being at war, and I suspect that the timeline in the mod is somewhat accelerated compared to the canonical timeline. To be honest, having thought about it more, it would probably be better if the campaign started in June of 3018 of the Third Age, with Mordor poised to attack Osgiliath. That would give everyone, about 10 turns to build up their forces before the canonical start of the War of the Ring in February 3019. But anyway, it is what it is. The reason I say that is just because obviously most players are going to start conquering immediately, or pretty soon after they start their campaign. They're not going to wait 40-50 turns to reach the year 3019. And also, nor is the AI, aside from players. The AI is going to start declaring war on the nations around it, doing weird AI things, etc. So having such a long build-up time before the canonical start of the war is a bit of an odd decision from the developers, I think. And it seems that a lot of the focuses, at least for Isengard, are built towards doing a little bit of development of your economy and doing a bit of a build-up before you launch your war against Rohan. It's just unclear how much you're supposed to do that. I genuinely think it would be better if the mod started in June of 3018. All of the factions had buildings, armies, and units that were a little more in line with what they would have at that time. So Isengard would be a little bit further along in its industry. It would have more Uruk-hai kind of on the way, etc. And it would be closer to having a force ready to wage war against Rohan. But anyway, it is what it is. So we have to defeat these Scouts of Rohan. Let's go ahead and we'll use Ugluk here with his army of Mordor rabble, goblin men, a few Dunlendings, and 2 units of Uruk-hai. And we will attack the Scouts of Rohan, the first muster of Edoras, and hopefully defeat them. And we'll see what happens. So let's go ahead and do that. And they have retreated. Okay, well, we'll just have to chase them down and kill them. Actually, maybe now that they've moved, we can have another go at hindering them, see if we can poison their provisions. It might still fail. It's a coin flip, really. If it fails, whatever, but let's give it a try. Okay, this time it succeeded. Very good. So he got a bit of experience from that, I think. I think he was at 24 before, so 10 experience there, so that's pretty good. And then next turn we'll move him back to our province and let him continue deploying there. What did that do? It decreased 1 unit slightly, or 1 unit by quite a bit, and it didn't really touch the others, but okay, whatever. let's attack them now. We'll do a night attack because we get bonuses at night, and we will fight this one manually, of course. The Battle of the Fords of Isen, 3015 of the Third Age. They still have some of their tooltips referencing the old name of the mod, Rise of Mordor, which they had to change, again, I believe due to legal copyright reasons, etc. Okay, so it is raining. Takes more time to ignite ships, buildings, and deployables. As the attacking force, we can choose to wait for more favourable weather conditions before commencing our attack, but I think rain is fine. So we'll start our deployment now. So, what do we have there? We have a few units of Rohan scouts, and it looked like there were 1 or 2 units that had javelins. Let's minimise that. Let's have a look at our own army. So we have our goblin men bows over here. Very good. They look a bit creepy. And they keep fading away before I can get really close to them. I think I can change that in the graphics thing. Proximity fading. So now they shouldn't fade away, but they'll just clip. I can potentially clip into them, but that's okay. So we've got our goblin men bows over here. Looking very creepy. Their faces look a bit funny, actually. The only thing is, obviously it's a mod, there's no variety in the faces between the goblin men, unfortunately. That was one thing where if we had a fully fleshed out AAA official Lord of the Rings game by Creative Assembly on you know, the newer engine, there'd probably be some more variety in the unit models. These are our Mordor bow rabble. It's unfortunate that we couldn't get that, but it's unlikely that they'll get the license for the Lord of the Rings now. And even if they did, why would they want it? It would just be eating away at their fan base for Warhammer. If they've already got a fantasy game. These are the Mordor spearmen. Can't use the official soundtrack because the video will get copyright struck, but I can sing my own version of it. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Hit that bell notification and leave your comments down below as well. Lets me know that you're enjoying this kind of content, and I'll keep making more of it. But yeah, let's have a look. So this is our general's bodyguard. We have the White Hand Stormers here. Now these guys look cool. These are some proper Uruk-hai. They're a little bit wet at the moment, and it looks like the rain effect on the shield is looking a bit peculiar there, but that's them. Man, I really did wish we would get an official AAA, fully produced Lord of the Rings Total War game on the latest engine. We're getting Warhammer 40k at least, and we're getting Medieval 3, so that's good, and hopefully there will be modding tools for Medieval 3, and modders can make a Lord of the Rings conversion for that game. These are the Uruk-hai Raiders. They look cool as well. Although they do sound a little bit humanistic with their yelling there. They don't sound very orcish, but anyway, again, limitations of modding, I suppose. Alright, so how do we want to work this? We have a nice kind of hill here, but they won't attack us. I think we just take our spearmen, put them in front, put all our bows behind. Let's make them a bit smaller, I think, so that the spears cover the edges. And then we will put our goblin men on the flanks here. We'll put our Uruk-hai raiders on the flanks as well. Our general can go in the middle, and we'll use our Dunlanding cavalry to bring up the rear on the flanks as well. That probably works fine. So let's go ahead and move up this way. We don't need to run. The Dunlending at least have some variety with different hairstyles and beards and everything. I think different faces, it's kind of... faces look very similar, maybe it's the same faces.
We will crush the enemy with our greater numbers!
But I guess human factions, it's easy to create your variety because you can just use the base assets from Total War Attila, whereas the Orcs and Uruks you have to create new models and everything, and who knows what the limitations are on that front. Speed it up a bit. Bit of a, what was that, sort of Spanish accent there from Ogluk. That's funny. I mean, it was the right kind of line. That is something Ogluk would say. If I see you running away, I'll kill you myself. Probably would have used a few more, you know, maggots and scum, a few other kind of Uruk-style words, but it's funny that it's in a Spanish accent. They should have used a base like English faction for all the voice lines, because at least then it would have been English accents, probably sort of East London accents or something. It would have been a bit closer to what the Uruks should sound like. Don't run, don't run. No point getting exhausted. Tribesmen, Orcs of Sauron. Interesting, these are classified as tribesmen. The Goblin men should be classified as goblins, I would have thought. And then we've got the Uruk-hai. Very good. Alright. At least now we're kind of on level ground. Alright. Now, what's the range of our... It's like there. So how close can we get before they will start attacking us? Looks like they're... Okay, so they're about here. So we can move up to like here. And just be out of their range. And then I'm wondering, maybe we bring up our archers. Thing is, they've got a longer range with their javelins. Oh, they've got bow cavalry, it's not javelins. Light bow cavalry. Light spear cavalry. Okay. Well, I could bring these guys forward. Chuck skirmish mode on. Okay. Let's take skirmish mode off then. Get them to run back. Run back. Well, if they're going to charge into my cavalry, that suits me just fine. Sorry, charge their cavalry into my spears, I mean. Alright, then let's you guys shoot them. You guys shoot the general. You guys shoot the general too. Get you up to go after them. Same with the Uruk-hai raiders and the goblin men. You can come around here. hard mode. It's been a while since I've played Attila.
We shall rule these lands.
Get you after them. Get you after them. They've routed, so you can attack them now. You can attack them. They've also routed, so let's get you going after them. You can also go after them and get the cavalry to go after them too. Let's get the White Hand Stormers to move up. They've routed, so turn around and attack them. Fighting our cavalry. Rohan versus the Dunlendings. A bit of a messy melee there. How are we going here? Just running off, okay. Okay, they've routed. Let's go after them. Let's ride them back into our spearmen, goblin men, bows. In fact, I can probably charge into the rear here. Let's do that. That should deal with them. Let's hold on them. I think they're slightly obstructed anyway. Yeah, there we go. Cool. Easy
Gods
victory.
be good. We are moments away from victory.
Cool. Alright, let's end the battle there. Decisive victory. There can be no doubt this is a great victory. The enemy are dead or running for their lives. We lost 382. They lost 420. Excellent. We can loot the battlefield for 400 gold. Can reorganize for 2% unit replenishment, but a loss of morale. Take the time to reorganize the army, tending to the wounded and rallying soldiers who fled. Letting the enemy and their supplies escape causes the army to lose morale. Or we can pursue enemies, leave none alive, show no mercy, and let the bloodshed motivate your soldiers. I think we'll just loot. I think they'll be fully wiped out anyway, this army. So yeah, let's take the money.
Don't fall behind.
Okay, they didn't get wiped out, but we can just attack them again and get another battle in, so that's totally fine. And we have a follower. So these are the same as the followers for Saruman, I believe. We've already read through them, so I won't read through them all again. But we want one that's useful as a commander, so really that's the war chief, the war keeper, the commander, or the bodyguard. I think we'll go with, to start, I think we'll go with the... That only is beneficial for the commander's unit, so it's really the commander, war keeper, war chief, and the blacksmith, I guess, as well. Gives a melee defense bonus. I think let's go with the Dunlending war chiefs first. It'll give charge bonuses for infantry units and also increase raiding income, and I think we'll do a bit of raiding at some point against Rohan. So I think that'll be good. So let's go ahead and we'll attack them again. We'll fight this one manually as well. Oh, I should have made it a night battle, but anyway, it's fine. Go ahead and start this battle. And I'm just gonna say attack. We outnumber them so much that it won't matter at all. And we can have a look at our troops actually now that we're in daylight. We can see them a bit more easily. Oh, there is some variety in the Mordor bow rabble. I couldn't tell at night, but there's slightly different coloured orcs. And obviously their armor is slightly different as well. And we have our Mordor bow rabble. Mordor rabble rather than the spearman units.
We will crush the enemy with our greater numbers.
Men bow. goblin men, ruffians rather. Let's have a look at the Uruk-hai. Where are they? Here they are. Uruk-hai raiders. Very cool. And the Stormers, where's our general? These guys are the real deal here. There's quite a good bit of variety in them as well. Very nice. They're so cool, those white hand stormers. Alright. Maybe let's line up our troops properly.
Get your bows.
Right into my arrows. Okay, we will regret that. Definitely will regret that. They are done. Decisive victory. Cool. Oh, that's cool. We get 2 battles out of that, which is worthwhile. I think it's more experience for a general to have fought 2 battles. So, okay, this time the army's done. And again, we can loot, we can replenish. I think this time let's pursue them and leave none alive. Just to get out of loot there, so may as well. And we'll head back to Isengard.
I will serve the forces of darkness.
And our force has ranked up. Fangs of Orthanc. We can't change the emblem here, but we can choose a banner. We have a number of options here. We've got the withering banners of the wild men. Its ragged fringes whip wildly in the wind, while patches of dried grime and soot cover what was once a banner of pride. The enslaved wild men who carry this banner are bent under the heavy weight of the boot of Orthanc. So at level 2, that will give 4 morale against wild men and plus 10%, 20% raiding income. We have the blood-soaked banner of the wolves, carried in the forefront of every skirmish and dripping with the blood of untold numbers of men and mount. This banner screams of the savagery of Isengard's wargs. Level 2 gives plus 10% charge bonus for cavalry and minus 2 enemy morale in the local region. Blazing banners of the forest. Yavanna weeps when this banner is raised, for with it come forest ablaze. It is the standard of the Uruk-hai divisions tasked with the eradication of the natural world, for Saruman has now no love for living things, but a mind of metal and wheels. Plus 4 morale against elves, and plus 40% ammunition for White Hand Grenadiers, which they've misspelt it there, it should be D-I-E-R. Unyielding banners of the hunters. Good, good, you've picked up their scent. Man flesh. Sick 'em, boys. Battle movement speed plus 10% and fatigue rate minus 20%. We have the dark banners of the White Hand, carried by the mightiest warriors of Orthanc. This banner promises no mercy and swift annihilation. It is the banner of Saruman, his hand reaching out in conquest. Plus 1 unit experience for Uruk-hai infantry and pike recruits, and plus 1 control in the local province, upgraded to plus 2 control at level 2. Then we have the silver banners of the New Dawn. When carried by the armies of Uruk-hai, this banner catches every breeze and flutters and sings of the dawn of Saruman's dominion that is to come. A new power is rising. Plus 4 morale against Rohan, and plus 2 melee attack and defense on grasslands and plains at level 2. The disheveled banners of the Dunlendings. This banner flies not for glory or gold, but for vengeance and survival beneath Saruman's iron fist. The hillmen, auxiliaries from Dunland, fly it before burning every village the horsemen stole from them. +1 melee attack and defense in home and allied provinces, and -5% merc recruitment cost. Those bonuses are doubled at level 2. And lastly, the unyielding banners of the hunters. Oh, we already read that one. Yes, that's the fatigue rate one. Okay, so those are all the banners. And it looks like the first one's easy to get, but then it will require more and more experience to rank up and get more. I don't know how many we can get in total, but I'm thinking... I mean, the raiding income is nice, but again, so is these banners that will help us out against Rohan. I think probably... I mean, this one's also nice to get unit experience for Uruk-hai infantry and pike recruits. Maybe let's get this one first, partly for roleplay reasons, but also because we only need to get the first level to get the full bonus, really. I mean, the extra control from level 2 is not worthwhile. So let's grab the first one there. And then the next banner, I think, we'll either get the Wildman one if we need to do raiding, or we'll get this Silver Banners of the New Dawn if we're actually at war with Rohan. But I think otherwise we're good on that front. What else do we have to do? He's embezzling funds. Got all my trusted servants just doing their thing. We've succeeded with our mission in eliminating the scouts of Rohan, which has given us 1,000 gold, and hasn't eliminated them as a faction, which I think is a bug. I think it's supposed to eliminate them as a faction. So Rohan's not too happy that we're at war with the scouts of Rohan. It should eliminate them as a faction. I think this is a bug. If you auto-resolve the battle, I believe it will eliminate them as a faction. Maybe I should have auto-resolved the second battle. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Okay. Let's go ahead and... Well, actually, let's maybe... How much gold do we have? 7,800. Can't do any building right now. Let's raise another force. And I think we'll get Mog to be the general for this army. We'll get the White Hand Stormers.
We will taste man flesh.
Black Phalanx. That's a cool name. And let's recruit some Mordor rabble into his army here.
Ready weapons.
So that we have more troops. Looked at all the recruitment. Snar gained a rank. Ugluk gained a rank. We looked at that already. Oh, Ugluk gained a trait. Blooded in battle. Gained from high casualties in battle. I don't think we had that high casualties, but anyway. The commander has tasted the edge of war and grown accustomed to its brutal demands. Enemy morale is reduced by 2, and we get increased melee attack and command. That's good. Happy with that. And yeah, we've got the military traditions there. Cool. So he's now got level 5 command. Very nice. Alright. I think that's everything we can do. Diplomacy, I don't think we can do anything really. Unless we want like a trade agreement, but they don't have any goods that we need. Still doing our research there to get food from Rohan. I think we're good.
They will fear
yeah, we'll
us.
move back next turn. Okay. I want to build this for 950. No, I think we'll wait to upgrade that, because we can still get some more construction bonus reductions from here. And if Saruman gets another rank, we'll get the next rank of tree cutters to get an even bigger construction cost reduction. So let's just keep building our strength. Destroy an entire enemy army, killing everyone and taking no prisoners. Oh, there you go. Alright, so we've appropriated some funds, which is good. Our agent has been exposed, but that's not a problem.
Ready.
We're going to move him back into Isengard anyway,
Advance.
and deploy him again. And we'll put our army back in Isengard. We'll go ahead and replenish now. And let's recruit... Yeah, we'll recruit 2 more spearmen, 2 Mordor bow rabble. And we'll probably leave it at that for the second army. I don't think we'll build that. Anything else we can do here? He doesn't have enough influence to do anything now. Once Ugluk gets enough influence, he can go for the Overseer position. It's not letting him do that now, maybe next turn. Because he is rank 2, so he should be eligible for it.
They will fear us.
Okay. I think we can just go ahead and end the turn there. Be a nice quick turn. I wonder if I could make peace with the Scouts of Rohan. Well, they won't accept. They literally don't have... Like, they're off the map because they're not supposed to persist. They're supposed to be defeated, I think, after that first battle. But alright, we have researched Sickening of the King's Mind, so we got plus 200 food and some more construction cost reductions there. And now we'll go for construction works. The construction projects of Isengard further Saruman's goal of building a new order based on industry. We'll get a bigger construction cost reduction there, minus 10%, and we can build the material supplier, which is good. So let's go ahead and we can probably end the turn. I don't want to recruit any more into this army. Maybe the Goblin Men bows. Nah, I think we'll leave that army as it is for now. Keep getting money.
They will fear us.
Alright, let's go ahead and...
I will
actually,
serve the forces of
do I want to try and hinder this army? It's only a 20% chance of succeeding. So it probably would not succeed.
They will
That's
fear us.
Theodred's army. Yeah.
I will serve the forces of darkness.
And I'm getting experience each turn here. I got 6 experience last turn,
Ready.
so 2 more turns of observation will have him rank up again. We are now in early July. So let's end the turn. Now we're in late July. Oh, so it's actually 2 turns a month. That's probably too low. It should probably be 1 turn a month, to be honest. In addition to the campaign starting later. But okay. Anything else that we can do this turn? Probably not. Oh, we might have enough influence. Yeah, we can embezzle. Probably could have done that last turn. He can't go for Overseer. He should be able to. This character has not previously attained sufficiently high office to be assigned to this position. Right. Well, I don't want to use up his influence just yet. Now we lost our Fueling the Fires bonus, so the cost of this has gone back up. Okay, I think we can end the turn again. Looks like the goblins are getting up to something. And we've appropriated some funds, nice. Our agent Snarsk has leveled up. We can give him prudence to reduce the chance of being wounded, increase his critical success chance, campaign movement range, etc. Or we can upgrade his saboteur abilities, so he poisons more, inflicts more casualties with poisoning provisions. Or we can give him another follower so that he can assassinate or attack civilians or something. I think let's upgrade Saboteur, and then maybe we'll get Prudence next. And we'll just leave him, unless we want to go ahead and hinder that army. It's only 33% success chance. Why is it so low against Rohan?
Get ready to fight.
I feel like it should be higher. But okay.
Saruman will be pleased.
He's gained a rank. Saruman is close to ranking up again. Uruk still cannot go for that. Can't do anything about that, can I? No. Alright. Well, let's go ahead and end the turn again. Now on turn 10. And it looks like Uruk's actually ranked up as well. He's now rank 3. So we can get the second rank of the Dunlending War Chiefs, making him even better at raiding, giving him an even bigger charge bonus for infantry units. So let's go ahead and do that. We've completed our focus construction works. So we can pick a new focus. I think this time we'll go for witchcraft experiments, unraveling the mysteries of the unseen world to gain a power not of flesh, but over flesh. Growth +1, influence +2, and we need that to research the interbreeding of orcs and men and the breeding of Uruk-hai, which we'll probably want to do. And then we'll start focusing on those military focuses. So it's now down to 4,950. Saruman has not yet ranked up. He's close to it though. Probably next turn he will. Okay. So
They will fear us.
33% still. Yeah, I think let's just end the turn. It's now late August.
The White Hand will not be stopped.
Alright, so Saruman's gained a rank. And he can also embezzle, so let's do that. Uruk still cannot go. I feel like that must be a bug. He should be able to go for the Overseer rank. And Lurtz can try and become a retainer of Saruman, maybe. I think I'll just let him accrue influence for the moment. So, actually, what was I looking at? Yeah, Saruman's gained a rank. So let's appoint his new follower. We'll get the second rank of the tree cutters there, which will give us an even bigger construction cost reduction. And now, it's quite cheap to upgrade Isengard, only 4,500 gold. I think we'll hold off on that for the moment, though. We have another slot that's going to become available next turn, so we'll see what we can use that for.
I will serve the forces of darkness.
Yeah, okay. Alright. Let's go ahead and end the turn there. Just keep letting Rohan fight the Dunlendings, I suppose, for the moment. Cool, and we've embezzled some more money. Be a while until we hit the next rank. But I feel like we've got most of the useful followers now, really. Well, we've got rank 2 of a very useful follower. The Engineer's pretty good, and maybe the Dark Agent as well. I don't know which one's technically better for us, but we'll look at that in due course.
Ready to fight.
Alright, what else do we have? We've got a population surplus, we'll use that. Our agents are exposed, but who cares? Let's go ahead and develop that land. And now we have a choice. We can either get the experimental lair, and then if we upgrade that into the Quisling Gathering, we can get a Quisling Agent. Or we can get the Orc Gathering and upgrade that into the Chieftain's Cabin to get the Chieftain Agent. But I think we can also just probably convert this to a Chieftain's Cabin and unlock that agent. Or we can build another working pit and then build the Orc Toolsmith to get more wealth from manufacture, reduce recruitment cost, and to unlock the recruitment of onagers and ultimately ballistas. I think we'll do that. I think we'll just focus on industry for now. So let's grab that one. It only takes one turn to build.
Ready weapons.
And maybe we should convert this. It'll take 3 turns to convert it to a chieftain's cabin. Then we can recruit the chieftain and then convert it back to the labor camp. Maybe let's do that as well. We still get the benefit of the labor camp until the conversion finishes, I
The
believe.
right hand will not be stopped.
So let's go ahead and do that. And beyond that, I think we're good to end this turn as well. Okay, we can get another focus now. We could research history of the ring. We'll start this hunt for the One Ring mission chain. I think we'll hold off on that for the moment. So we can get interbreeding of orcs and men, which will give +2 growth, or we can get production facilities, which gives +2 growth as well, but also enables some upgraded resource buildings. So I think we'll grab that. Construction of dedicated facilities for Isengard's industries sends their productivity into overdrive. Let's pick that up. And yeah, let's upgrade this working pit into the Orc Toolsmith. Crude but effective weapons are forged here for the Orcish hordes. That'll take 3 turns. And yeah, I think that's fine. Let's go ahead and build some goblin men. That'll be, what's that, 240 plus 300, 540 roughly, minus 10, 530 in upkeep. So we'll still be making an okay amount of money per turn. We've gained a trait, Scrap Handler, gained from the industry building chain, hoards every bent blade and broken helm, +1 governance and +5% wealth from manufacture in the governed province. Awesome. That's a good trait for Saruman. We've got a cold winter in the Gap of Rohan. We've researched our focus there on the witchcraft experiments. All is going according to plan so far. One more turn and he should rank up again. Alright, let's go ahead and end the turn. Almost done with our first year, I think. What is this? The goblins want a gift. Everyone pays, some with coins, some with screams and blood. You pick. Yeah, I don't care. You're not gonna wage war against me. We have a non-aggression pact. So... Alright, it's late October now, and we have another event here, Fuel to Feed the Fires. One of your orc overseers in charge of armaments has raised concerns about keeping up with demand for arming the ever-growing army. They don't have the means to work the furnaces night and day. What do you suggest? So, we could, as with the last event of this nature, go into the Gap of Rohan and ride down the Isen River, felling any tree in our path. Again, Rohan might not like this, but also, even though we haven't taken this option before, we'll get this challenging logistics debuff. Our woodcutters are having to travel further and further from Isengard to gather fuel for the furnaces, minus 5% wealth from industrial buildings in all regions. Or alternatively, we can go back to Fangorn Forest, which lies on our doorstep, and burn it to the ground. We'll get another 5 turns of plentiful fuel. The furnaces are roaring with ample firewood harvested from the slopes outside of Isengard. They'll give us a minus 10% construction cost reduction in all regions and plus 10% wealth from industrial buildings. But we have walked the woods of Fangorn and we know of what may be disturbed. I think we're going to go for it anyway. And we're going to upgrade this now to the next level. It'll only cost 3,600. Very, very cheap, which is good. We can't get the material supplier, unfortunately. We don't have timber, which is a shame, but that's okay. Alright, what's going on here? The goblins are at war with the Dunlanding tribes. That seems a bit stupid of the AI. They should probably work on making sure that evil factions don't declare war against other evil factions when it's the AI doing it. If players want to do it, that's fine. They've also declared war against the Anduin Vale. Again, being a bit stupid. We've recruited some units, which is fine, and Snaris has gained rank. So I think now we give him the Prudence Follower to increase his line of sight, reduces chance of being wounded, increases crit success chance, reduce enemy success chance, and increases campaign movement range. And do we want to try and hinder? It's still only 20% success chance. Yeah. Alright, let's leave it. Let's leave it. One more turn we can get a chieftain. Can Ugluk go for an overseer? Okay, now he can, for some reason. He can attempt to secure that office, so let's go ahead and do that for Ugluk. And what rank is Saruman? Rank 3. How close are we to rank 4? A while away. I'll just let Lurtz continue to accrue influence, I think. And Saruman can embezzle funds as well. Or do I want to save up to promote someone? No, I think we'll just embezzle. Alright. So late October. Almost done with our first year. I'm not going to give goblins any money. I think it really should be 1 turn per month, to be honest. That would make it 3 turns per season, 12 turns per year. I think that's a good cadence of turns. Political obstruction. When one is climbing the greasy pole, there is but one rule: hunt or be hunted. Your candidate's been blocked from office by your opponents. What will you do? Well, he can use his own influence to deal with that. And we've embezzled as well. So Ugluk is now an overseer. And that means... Oh, a Mog can also become an overseer. So we'll promote him to that office too. And that means we have some spots for trusted servants. So let's go ahead and make Nulzaf a trusted servant. And that should be fine. And yeah, Mog's ranked up. Let's give him... Yeah, we'll give him the War Chief, because that will stack very nicely with his raiding income bonus there. And we've got our Chieftain's Cabin. Let's go ahead and recruit a Chieftain. Radgish, Lugfath, and Shingir. Let's go with Lugfath. I would have thought these guys would look like Dunlending Chieftains, though, not Uruk-hai. But okay. Anyway, we'll go with Lugfath.
We're ready to fight.
And we'll get him to next turn do something. Have a look at his followers. I'll read those next turn. But cool. That's all looking good. And we can convert this back to the labor camps. That'll take 3 turns. Alright. Oh, 2 big Rohan armies there. Someone's trying to obstruct Mog from becoming an overseer. We'll decree it. And for Nulzaf, it's also being obstructed, but we'll make him use his own influence for that. So we now have 2 overseers, which is good. Let's get Lurtz to become our retainer, so he starts getting experience. And for our trusted servant, let's put, for our last slot, let's put Shakbug in there. That's looking fine. Cool. Toolsmith is done. Very nice. So we're getting 700 gold per turn, and that's without having our labour camp. It'll go up when we get our labour camp back. 1 more turn and this one will be done. So let's go ahead and end the turn there. We still have 3 turns of plentiful fuel bonuses left. Retaliation from Fangorn. You return to Orthanc to find it in a state of disarray. Walls damaged, forges destroyed, caves flooded. A guard explains that the trees themselves came alive and attacked, wreaking havoc and killing many orcs. It would seem we pushed too far with our harvesting of Fangorn. Okay, so our buildings have been damaged, and yeah, alerts is now container, offer secured. Cool. Alright, so that all worked out, other than this Fangorn thing. It doesn't look like it's too expensive to repair everything though, which is good. We'll just delay our conversion and construction by a turn. That's okay.
Saruman will be
and we're losing money now, obviously, because the buildings are damaged. That won't
will
last.
not be
Now,
stopped.
let's do our focus first. I think we get interbreeding of orcs and men, with the goal of moving at speed in full sunlight. And then next we'll get breeding of Uruk-hai.
Uruks, we will taste
and
man flesh.
done. Okay. Now we
Get
can
ready
have a
to
look
fight.
at Lugfath's abilities here. So, he doesn't have any extra followers that we can assign right now, but we have an Uruk-hai chieftain, which unlocks the fighting Uruk-hai ability. Gives +4 melee attack to the parent army, +4 control in the local province, and increases the personal combat action chance of killing a target. We are the fighting Uruk-hai. We slew the great warrior. We took the prisoners. We are the servants of Saruman the Wise, the white hand, the hand that gives us man's flesh to eat. And prudence. This agent is cunning and diligent, being always well prepared and prudent to ensure his success. We have leader, which unlocks the aggressive tactics action. The free peoples must fall, and we will claim what was theirs. Increases morale of your army when attacking, as well as income from looting, sacking, and raiding. And the rally action, build me an army worthy of Mordor. Increases morale of new recruits in the local province. Very good. Definitely want to get the second level of that. We have the champion action. Unlocks the personal combat action. There is knife work that needs doing. You can attempt to kill the target character. And unlocks the discourage action. Against the power of Mordor there can be no victory. Decreases resolve in the local province. And the raider unlocks the raid supplies action. An army without its baggage train is lost. Without provisions it is lost. Without bases of supply it is lost. Weakens the enemy army by reducing ammunition and replenishment rate. And set ablaze. Laying a fire is not subtle, but it can be very effective. Destroys or damages a single building. And lastly, the ambusher unlocks the trap action. Looks like you found yourself in quite a predicament. Renders the target agent unable to act for a turn. Or the night skirmish. They wished for a good night's sleep and they got battle instead. Inflicts minor damage to all units in the targeted army and increases their fatigue rate. That's pretty good. Alright. That's all fine. He's also wealthy. Plus 5% wealth from all buildings in the local region. Again, that must just apply if he's standing in the region, presumably. But let's go ahead and support Ugluk's army.
Ready weapons.
That will give the... that will give the aggressive tactics bonus, which increases morale of the army. So that's good. And when we do a bunch of recruiting, we'll deploy him in the province. But we won't be doing that this turn. I think we're all good. I think we're all set. So let's go ahead and end the turn.
They will fear
He's still
us.
deployed, right? Yes. Okay. The Fold Riders, led by
I
Guthlaf.
will serve the forces of darkness.
33% chance to hinder them.
Ready to fight.
Seems low. Alright, all of our buildings have repaired. We can actually upgrade 2 of them. We can upgrade our iron deposit into the small iron mines, which will consume more food, but it will produce twice the amount of iron ingots. It'll increase our wealth from mining and give us a 10% bonus to wealth from industrial and agricultural buildings, and further reduce recruitment costs. So let's go ahead and do that. And the Orc Toolsmith can be upgraded into the Orc Gear Maker. Gear crafted from scrap, ready to be used by the Uruk-hai. Again, it will increase food consumption, it will further reduce our growth, but it will give us a bunch more wealth for manufacture and even more recruitment cost reduction, as well as unlock the recruitment of Isengard Ballista. So we'll go ahead and do that one as well. A few more turns and we'll have another land slot to develop there, which should be good. We'll stay on Fuel the Furnaces for now.
Saruman will be pleased.
That's pretty much all I care to do. There's a bunch of special units we could potentially recruit here. They just cost a lot, that's all. All thanks, servants. Tribal spearmen, Mordor orc warriors, yeah. Okay. I think we can end the turn. There's no one else I can rank up, is there? No. Alright. We're almost done with our first year. I think it'll be early January 3016 next turn. Goblins want all gifts. I think not. Goblin Town has been lost. Yeah, well, not totally unexpected given that they went to war with everyone around them. Assuming that's the same faction. Goblin Town's further north, I think, up in the Misty Mountains. But anyway, Goblin Town has been lost. The rickety bridges and dizzying chasm overlooks were dug out endlessly by claws and picks, and now they are controlled by the enemy. As a seat of power in the north, the enemy now has great control over who may cross the Misty Mountains. So all of our forces will have -4 morale for 4 turns, and all of our provinces will have -1 control, because we've lost a stronghold.
Will taste man flesh.
And it looks like our champion is ranked up. Let's go ahead and give him the next level of the leader, because that seems good. Otherwise, I think that's fine. Back to getting 1200 gold a turn.
The white
We can
hand
probably
will not be
recruit
stopped.
some more troops here.
Get ready to fight.
Who do we want?
We will taste man flesh.
Maybe let's just get 2 Dunlending tribal raiders, so that this army has cavalry, and we'll probably leave it at that for the moment.
I will serve the forces of darkness.
And Saruman can embezzle. Okay, I think we're all good. We've appropriated some funds, and it looks like we've conquered our own stronghold. Karas Galadon. That miserable she-elf Galadriel thought a ring would protect her precious Malorn trees from swords and torches. Ha! For her insolence, her capital Karas Galadon has been laid low. So we now get +2 morale for all forces and +1 control for 4 turns. I wonder who conquered Karas Galadon. Can't see, it's up there somewhere. It might have even been the goblins. Who knows?
The white hand will not be stopped.
Alright.
Fear us.
I think we will... Oh wait, we've got some big armies now. Riders of the Riddermark with Winfried. All infantry, actually, not a lot of cavalry. Likewise with Theodred's army. AI probably needs to be forced to prioritize cavalry more than infantry.
They will fear us.
I think let's end the turn. We'll get this focus here, and then this one. Oh, the Dunlendings are down here. They might conquer Ginberg then.
Ready weapons.
So Lugfath has ranked up again. I think this time let's give him we give him champion or chieftain? Let's give him 1 rank in champion, just so we can deploy him in enemy provinces if we want to. And then we'll do chieftain and prudence, I think, after that. Yeah, let's do that.
Get ready to fight.
The Dunlending tribes and the goblins have peaced out with one another, makes sense. And Snarsk also gained a rank, which means we can give him the next level of prudence. Alright, had to answer the door briefly there, but where were we? Okay, we have ranked up Snarsk. Gave him that 2nd level of prudence, which increases his authority, cunning, zeal, line of sight, critical success chance, reduces his chances of being wounded after failing, and increases his campaign movement range. So he's a pretty good looking agent right now. We have to pick a new focus. Which focus did we complete? Ah yes, interbreeding of orcs and men. So we can now get breeding of Uruk-hai, orcs crossed with goblin men deep in the pits of Isengard. It will disable the legacy focus mission of the Istari, because we're obviously, you know, we've deviated pretty far from that mission if we're crossbreeding orcs and goblin men. And we'll get the orc breeding complex building. So let's go ahead and research that.
We will taste man flesh.
And I think that's okay. 1 more turn and we can develop another
They will fear us.
spot of land there.
Ready weapons.
Alright. Oh, and Lurtz is rank 2, so we can actually get him to go for the overseer position now as well. And we can give him a follower. I think let's give him... He's probably not going to be doing any raiding just yet, anyway. So let's give him the Uruk-hai commander. You will run as if the very whip of your master is behind you, because it is. Get moving, scum. Plus 5% battle movement speed and plus 5% campaign movement range. Excellent. We'll give him that. And I think that's all good for the moment. Saruman getting close to rank 4. Next turn he'll get rank 4. Good. I want him to get rank 4 before Lurtz gets rank 3, because then that means he'll stay as a retainer of Saruman. But okay. Let's go ahead and end the turn there. And we've reached a new dominance level, and looks like the Dunlendings have captured Ginberg. So we can now have an additional governor, but we can't field any more agents, and our armies are the same with fleets. And Lurtz is an overseer, which is good. We've gained a rank, or Saruman has gained a rank as well. We have an open slot for a trusted servant, which I guess now we can just put Malhur in, even though he's a cowardly little backstabber. I don't think loyalty matters for Saruman, so that's fine. We'll put him in there as a trusted servant. Can't do anything with these candidates, can we? Doesn't look like it. Alright.
Ready.
What else do we have going on? We have a pop surplus. We've upgraded Isengard and the iron mines. So we can upgrade Isengard again. That'll cost 6,000 gold. Let's develop the land first. And I think now we can either build another levying camp, but we haven't even upgraded this one, so not much point in doing that. We can build an orc gathering and go for the butcher or the cells. I don't think we need to go for the chieftain's cabin. We've already got a chieftain. We can't build another labor camp. The fighting pit could be good to get experience per turn and morale for recruits. And that could be quite decent actually. But that could be in that slot. Because what do we need? We need we need this fighting pit, and we need another living camp. Oh, we need the blacksmith too. Okay. I think let's grab this experimental lair, where Saruman's twisted experiments push the boundaries of nature and magic. It'll increase control, it'll increase influence, then we can upgrade that into the Quisling Gathering to further increase control and influence, and also allow us to recruit a Quisling agent. So let's do that. It'll take one turn. And you know what, we can upgrade Isengard as well. I don't think we're going to get any more reductions to the cost. So let's go ahead and upgrade that to the last level, which will consume a lot more food, but we've got plenty. It'll increase growth and control even more, further increase dominance, etc, etc, etc. So I think that's just good. Give us a garrison too. So that'll take 8 turns, but once that's done, it'll be decent. If we have a look, where can I see the influence effects again? Is that an overview? Not overview. Action summary? Yes. We're still losing influence to the Northmen kingdoms and a bit to the Wildman tribes, but that's okay. That'll change once we roll out and start conquering some stuff. I think soon we'll start raiding, maybe. Probably once we get up to here and have started doing some of the military focuses. I think we're almost done with these civic focuses, really. I don't want to do the history of the ring just yet. Yeah, I don't want to do that just yet. But once this one's done, I think we can start researching some of the military ones. Advanced witchcraft. Yeah, alright. Let's go ahead and end the turn there. Oh yes, no, Saruman wrote that, of course. Almost forgot, and we can get him to embezzle funds. So, what do we want to give him? We could either give him the Dark Agent or the Engineer. Now, the Engineer will give plus 5% wealth from industrial buildings and reduce enemy siege holdout time, whereas the Dark Agent will give influence and tax rate. What does influence do, though? Like, do we want to have high influence? Like, what does it matter? Non-faction influence reduces control. So I think that's all influence does, is reduce control if we don't have our own influence. But we've already got good control here. So who cares? Who cares about that? So it's just the tax rate versus the wealth, doing chain of command versus the wealth production bonus. So what would actually be more money? I don't know which would give more money. So let's save and let's have a look. We're getting 1,097 income. If we get the Dark Agent, that goes up to 1166. Whereas if we get the 1166, if we beat that with the Engineer, then that's the better choice. So 1166, and for the Engineer it is 1191, so it's better to go for the Engineer. So that's what we'll go with. The 5% extra wealth from industrial buildings. I guess that's because we're just generally getting more wealth rather than just increasing the tax rate, which presumably is a percentage cut of the wealth generated by the province. So that's why this one's better. Get that torch out of here. You'll blow us all to Barad-dur. And didn't I tell you those ladders need to be twice the size? Worthless maggot. Must I do everything myself? Very good. So we'll grab the second one of that in due course. And then I guess we can get the Dark Agent, or maybe the Informer. Or the Blacksmith. One of those. But okay, I think that's good. Let's go ahead and end the turn there. Oh, Rohan has declared war on me. That is unexpected. The horn of the Aered will be blown, and the trampling of hooves shall come upon you as a blast of thunder, that your foul deceit be cleansed with fire and the sword. I'm not sure I want them to declare war on me that early. Can I do anything to prevent that from happening? Probably if I recruit some more units, I'll be strong enough that they won't bother.
Saruman will be pleased.
So I could recruit some units instantly with these guys, but I don't see much point in doing that. Maybe if I recruit some goblin men, a few more goblin men bows as well.
Get ready to fight.
That'll probably be enough.
Right hand
Maybe
will
one
not be
unit of
stopped.
onagers. Oh, they cost a lot to maintain though. Let's see if Rohan goes for it. But they might still. Okay, whatever. I wanted to be the one to declare war on them though. That's the only thing. Well, okay, I guess it's fine. Horn of the Aered will be blown, and the trampling of hooves shall come upon you as a blast of thunder, that your foul deceit be cleansed with fire and sword. You know what it is? It's because we are still at war with the Scouts of Rohan. If we have a look at, which shouldn't be the case, that Scouts of Rohan faction should have been defeated. But if we look at our diplomacy, I don't mind if they declare war on us, we'll just fight them, but I just want to test it now. If we look at our diplomacy, we can see they condemn us, and a big reason why they condemn us and why they're more likely to declare war is because of our war with the Scouts of Rohan. And they will not accept that peace. Yeah, that's probably not what we can do to make them accept that peace.
I will serve the forces of darkness.
But, alright. This is what it is.
This way.
Just wondering if they're going to declare war on me anyway. Maybe I go and start raiding in some of their provinces.
Saruman will be pleased. I have their scent.
Okay, I can't do that.
Ready to fight.
How much movement speed do I need to raid? I could raid with these guys. But that'll be raiding in technically the Dunlending tribes territory, isn't it? I think it might be.
Ready weapons.
I could go there, I suppose. Actually, that'll cost just as much.
Taste man flesh.
Alright. I was hoping to build up a bit more and get some proper Uruk-hai armies going. But it looks like Rohan is not going to let that happen. And they're willing to break the non-aggression pact as well. They've got furs and pottery, okay.
I will serve the forces of darkness.
Let's maybe scout ahead and see where their agents are, or their armies are, I should say. I suspect they're probably up here, right? Let's just have a look down this way.
Advance.
Go forward.
Okay, they're pretty much wide open here. Their armies must all be up this way. Alright, let's go ahead and end the turn. If they declare war, okay, that time they didn't declare war. Maybe because I moved the age. Whatever. Whatever, their armies are up there by the looks of it. Malhor is a trusted servant. We've appropriated some funds. They probably won't declare war now because we've recruited more units and made our army even larger. Saruman's got the Guild Associate trait, an apprentice in crafts. Learning the trade secrets gives him +1 governance and +5% wealth from manufacturing. Excellent. We can grab this Quisling Gathering now. Here, those who betray their kin for Saruman's favour gather. Get that next agent.
The White Hand will not be
Can't retrain any of these units, can I? No. Okay. Alright. 2 turns for this focus to be finished, then we can start doing some military focuses. Embezzle some funds.
They will fear us. Go forward.
Let's end the turn there.
Ready.
Let's see where
Without
the armies
delay.
are. I think they went over here, yep.
Advance.
That is Theodred's army. I've got quite a
I
few.
will serve the forces of darkness.
Can hinder him. Ooh, 29% chance to succeed. It's
Ready.
quite costly considering it's such a low chance of success.
Go forward.
And we've encountered southern and northern Enedwaith. We just go ahead and end the turn again. They'll conquer Hjortslade, which will probably almost conquer the Dunlending. They've got only 2 settlements left. Okay, we have bred Uruk-hai. We've gained a rank for Lugfath as well. So let's go ahead and give him the chieftain follower there. Yes. And he's also gained Discipline Enforcer, increasing morale in the parent army. We can get the next rank of breeding caves here. We can upgrade it to the Orc Breeding Complex, a more extensive network of breeding caves, churning out foot soldiers, -40 food for the region, +15 growth, 200 wealth for manufacture, and even more influence and army recruitment capacity. Go ahead and grab that. And now, let's research Uruk Fury. We could keep going down the civic path here, but I think we've done enough of that to get some decent bonuses to our economy. Now I think we get our military up and running. So Uruk Fury, the orc rabble from Lugbers will limp and scatter away before the might of the Uruk-hai of Isengard, a perfected form of life, unafraid of the sun, unwavering and ruthless. +3 morale for Uruk units, and we'll get that fighting pit.
Uruks. Riding weapons.
Alright. We want to raise another army. We could raise an army with alerts, can't we? Maybe we can't while he is a retainer. Once he's no longer a retainer, I guess we'll recruit him. Can any of them do anything? No. Okay. Let's go ahead and end the turn there. It's now early April in the year 3016 of the Third Age.
They will fear us.
Maybe I can hinder some of these armies, like the Fold Riders.
Forces of darkness.
That's a 50% chance. Let's give that a crack. Okay, that succeeded. Nice. So I think that damaged some of them.
They will fear
Probably
us.
hasn't been that useful. But it gives Snarsk some experience, right? 140 out of 168.
Uruks, we will taste man flesh.
I wonder if that's made our diplomacy with Rohan worse. No, because we didn't get caught. They don't know. And again, the scouts of Rohan will not accept a peace treaty. So there you go, kids. If you're playing Isengard, you know that you should auto-resolve the battle against the scouts of Rohan, because otherwise the faction will not be destroyed. Let's recruit our Quisling agent. We can get Uzbrag, Uthog, or Mog. Let's go with Uthog.
I will serve the forces of darkness.
I don't know if we can rename him. I'd like to rename him to Grima or something. They should be giving him
Advance.
a different name. Really, you should probably start out with a Quisling agent called Grima Wormtongue. But anyway. Alright. Let's embezzle some funds with Saruman. And I think otherwise we can end the turn. Rohan's coming back. Morsky has finished his term of office. We've been issued a mission to recruit artillery. Few weapons of war could even approach the devastation unleashed on an enemy from an artillery piece. Whether fired in the open field or during a siege, these machines are able to turn the tide of battle at a moment's notice. Generals whose armies wield such weapons are famous and infamous across all Middle-earth. Recruit a unit of artillery in one of your regions, and we'll get 5 turns of artillery expertise. Experience with the production and use of artillery will pay off when your enemies try hiding behind walls again. Plus 10% missile attack rate for siege units, plus 1 experience for recruits of siege units, and minus 15% recruitment costs for artillery faction-wide. And we've embezzled some funds, nice.
They will fear us.
Alright, let's recruit 1 unit of artillery then. Let's grab 1 onager, and the next turn, once we get that bonus, we'll grab some ballista in both armies, I think.
I will serve
And
the
what
forces
can we
of
do
darkness.
with Uthog? Let's sort this out first. Uglark. So it was Morsky who needs to become a trusted servant again. And
They will
Uthog,
fear
what can
us.
you do? So you've got a Quisling strategist and briber follower at the moment. So the Quisling, a deviser of schemes, always plotting and then making his move, enables the shadow corruption constant local effect and increases his cunning. Okay, we have prudence, same as all the others, just increases the abilities of the agent. We have strategist, which unlocks the traitor's knowledge action. Helms Deep has 1 weakness. Its outer wall is solid rock, but for a small culvert at its base. Increases melee attack of your army and decreases siege time. And then we have the civil administration action. A professional administrator knows how to increase efficiency. Deploy in your own region to use. It will increase the total income in your province. That seems pretty good too. Trader's knowledge gives plus 3 melee attack and minus 1 siege time. That's also pretty useful. We have the turncoat. Unlocks the Steel Plans action. Theoden will not stay at Edoras. He will expect an attack on the city. They will flee to Helms Deep. Reveals information about enemy assets. And the backstab action. A knife flashed in his hand and he stabbed swiftly. Attempts to kill the target character. So Steel Plans targets foreign agents. Backstab targets any foreign character. Civil administration is in our own province. Trader's knowledge targets our own army. Flatterer unlocks the downplay danger action. But my lord, there is no such force. Decreases militancy and recruitment capacity in the target settlement. And unlocks the action cajole rulers. But you, Theoden, lord of the Mark of Rohan, are declared by your noble devices, and still more by the fair countenance of the House of Jarl. O worthy son of Thengel, the thrice renowned, greatly increases corruption in the target province. Some of the funds will be diverted to your treasury. And then the Briber unlocks the Bribe Officer's action. I'm going to make him an offer he can't refuse. Reduces the campaign movement range of the targeted army. And the Bribe Soldier's action. The hearts of men can seldom resist the promise of gold. Causes desertion of many soldiers of a specific unit in the army. Okay. Alright. It would have been cool to start off with a Grima Worm-tongue character that is like level 1 Quisling, level 1 Flatterer, level 1 Strategist maybe. And probably not a Briber. Maybe a Turncoat as well, level 1 Turncoat. That would have been pretty cool. Alright. Let's go ahead and...
I will serve the forces of darkness. Ready?
Yeah, let's go ahead and move... I think we'll keep him in this province and we'll just deploy him.
Go forward!
It'll increase our total income by a bit. Not by a huge amount.
Fight.
We might attach him to an army before we roll out. Okay, let's end the turn there. I think we've done everything that I want to do. Yeah, we've succeeded in that mission. Morsky can use his own influence for that.
They will fear us.
And just deploy Snarsk again. And we've got our focus of Uruk Fury. Next up, I think, will be training facilities. Even in their perfected form, the Uruk-hai require some refinement. If they are taught to march and give battle in good order, they shall be more than a match for even the most well-disciplined men of the West. 3 turns for that, and then 3 turns for this, and then we'll do that one next, I guess, and maybe that one. But we can start recruiting some good Uruk-hai units once we upgrade this to a levying complex. Get rid of the Goblin Men and start getting some half-orcs and Uruk-hai in our main armies instead. So on that note, actually, maybe we attach Lugfath and deploy him in the province. I'll leave him attached to the army for now, but then I think we'll redeploy him. Okay.
They will fear us.
So Uthog is ranked up. I think let's give him... That targets any foreign character, any foreign agent. Targets foreign settlements. Yeah, let's upgrade strategist. That'll give another 5% income from all buildings. So and it'll increase that trader's knowledge one as well. So that's perfect.
Ready?
Saruman will be pleased.
Excellent. Oh, and yeah, I wanted to get Ballista, didn't I? Man, they've got a high upkeep cost. Let's just get 2 in this army.
The White Hand will not be stopped.
And maybe just 1 in this army. And that's probably fine. Alright. And the turn there. Late June of the year 3016 of the Third Age.
They will fear us.
He's deployed.
Ready?
He's deployed.
Get ready to fight.
And then those have been recruited, so we're not getting much of a profit per turn now. But I think maybe we'll start raiding Rohan shortly. So let's go ahead and move our armies to the borders here.
Ready to fight. I have their scent.
We gained the trait likable for Snask. Really?
They will fear us.
He's wretched, but he's likable in his wretchedness. We've upgraded Isengard as well. And the orc breeding complex is finished too. Very good. Shame I could never get that upgrade because of the lack of timber. But alright, one more turn and then we can upgrade our levying complex. Some embezzle funds. Okay. Who's ranked up here? Is that Mog? Or the Chieftain? And the Dunlending tribes have been destroyed. Not unexpected, but that's fine. They've served their purpose. They bought us time to build up our own forces. Let's get the rank 2 chieftain. Yeah, rank 2 chieftain for Lugfath. Give even more attack to the parent army. We'll finish the training facilities. Research there. Uthog has also gained a rank.
Ready.
So let's give him... let's give him... I guess we'll just give him prudence, I suppose. And for the focus, we will go with military industry. Out of the cleansing fires of industry, a new order will rise, armed with the iron of Isengard and the ashes of the old world. Excellent. I think let's start some raiding now. So let's put you in raiding stance, and we'll move you actually, we'll put you on the road here.
Get going.
And let's also put you in raiding stance, and we'll move you just on the other side.
Move,
So
Uruk-hai.
you're raiding in this province, you're raiding in Ginberg. That is of course going to irk Rohan. They might declare war on us, but now I don't care if they do. Can't piece these guys out, can I? So silly. And let's upgrade to the levying complex. It'll increase the maintenance cost and the food consumption, but we've got plenty of food. I don't know where we're getting so much food from, actually. Oh, we're getting a bunch from raiding now. Okay, that's cool. Let's upgrade that.
They will fear us. I will serve the forces of darkness.
Lurtz will be rank... Oh, he's rank 3 now, so we can give him the next commander rank. And he will be rank 4 in not too long, hopefully. Actually, Saruman will be rank 5 soon. Oh, yeah, we're trespassing. Who cares? Time to go to war with Rohan in early July of the year 1316 of the Third
They will
Age.
fear us.
Actually, on that point, I can probably attach him... Oh, I can't attach him to this army. You can only have one agent attached at a time. Yes, only one agent per army. Okay, I can maybe attach him to Mog's army then, if need be. But anyway, let's end the turn. Sure, Rohan will probably declare... Okay, they didn't declare war on us. They're happy to let us raid for a little bit. It's fine by me. We're getting a bunch of money. How are we getting so much income? It must be from the raiding. Ooh, and Ugluk can go for being a high commander, which will give him additional command and authority instead of governance. So yeah, let's go for that. So that's cool. Okay. But yeah, where are we getting all this money from? We can embezzle some more. Let's do that. What rank is Lurtz now? Still only rank 3. 46 out of 60. 94. Okay. What am I looking for? It's probably in trade and finance, right? Other plus 3,000. That must be raiding. Yeah, that's probably 3,000 from raiding. So we're getting a good amount of money then. And we can develop some more land in Isengard. And I think this one... I think we're gonna... do we want to wait? I think we will wait to build the blacksmith there. Or I could build the fighting pit. Yeah, I don't think we need the fighting pit. 2 more turns and I can build the blacksmith there. So maybe we just wait. I could just build another levying camp in anticipation of needing to branch down this way. But then I'll have to wait a long time before I can build the blacksmith. So let's just leave that idle for the moment. And let it be.
They will fear us.
And otherwise, I think we can just end the turn. And Rohan might come down now to do something about this. Got some funds. Ugluk is now a high commander. Can anyone go for the overseer? No.
Get ready to fight.
Ready.
And Snarsk has ranked up again. I think he's got a mask now. That looks new. But we have another follower for him. We may as well get the next level of Ruffian, I think. Let's go ahead and do that.
They will fear us.
And one more turn, then we can build the blacksmith.
Saruman will be pleased.
Definitely can't recruit any more agents, can we? No. Okay. Saruman gained the harsh overseer trait, giving him authority and growth, keeps order with whip and yell. And Rohan is at war with Northern Enedwaith, so probably distracted from us, which is fine. They are coming back down this way though. Probably to maintain control, because raiding is reducing it. Okay, we've completed our construction of the levying complex. We've developed our military industry. Saruman's gained the trait Capable Steward, a trusted deputy capable of managing small holdings, more authority and growth, and another rank. So let's have a look now. We're getting some nice control bonuses there. A bunch of good traits. Let's get the next level of blacksmith. Not blacksmith, sorry, engineer. It's giving us even more money. And now we can build the blacksmith in this slot. That'll take 1 turn. And let's recruit, or research I should say. We want aggressive scouting parties to reduce attrition. Do we want mass war production? Mass recruitment and supply management. Let's go with mass war production to get that upkeep cost reduction and enable the construction of medium siege engines and the forge. Building a dam, blocking the stream, and working the furnaces night and day requires an abundance of resources that would be impossible to allocate for anyone. Luckily, the forest of Fangorn lies on our doorstep. And we could... okay, you can use the other nobles for generals, okay. You can't see their traits, though. Lurtz can also now go for the High Commander position. So let's go ahead and get him to do that. And how close is he to ranking up? He's not that far from rank 4. So I might just let him continue to be the retainer a little bit more, and then I will break him free of that and
I will serve the forces of darkness.
recruit a new army of Uruk-hai with Lurtz at the helm. I'm not giving you any gifts, goblins. Leave me alone. They're trying to obstruct Lurtz. He can spend his own influence for that. That's fine. Minas Morgul has been lost. Once a graceful city of Gondor, this corrupted fortress spewed out witchery and radiated despair for decades. Yet all the sorcery in the world could not defend it, and it has fallen into enemy hands. Well, that's no good.
We will taste
Mog is ranked up though. We'll give him the next rank of Dunlending Warchief, so now he is getting plus 70% to his raiding income. Which is good. Saruman's got the Apprentice Builder trait. An Apprentice Surveyor who understands the basics of construction, minus 5% construction cost and another governance. And Uthog is also ranked
They will
up.
fear us.
We'll give him the next rank of Prudence. Blacksmith is done. Burning the old world in the fires of industry. What else can we do at Isengard now? We can embezzle funds with Saruman. Probably 2 more turns and then he'll be rank 4.
I will serve the forces
And then I'll
of
cancel his
darkness.
retainership.
Get ready to
And we'll need
fight.
to move this guy back and deploy him for when we're doing a bunch of recruiting. So let's go ahead, we'll just end the turn. There we go, Rohan's finally declared war. Not unexpected, but that's fine. The horn of the Aered will be blown, and the trampling of hooves shall come upon you as a blast of thunder, that your foul deceit be cleansed with fire and sword. Totally fine now. I think we're... Can they cross into Isengard from the back? I think they can. Finally, the scouts of Rohan is destroyed. Probably because we're at war with Rohan properly now. And we've appropriated some funds there. That's fine. Lurtz must be close to ranking up now. 1 more turn, and I think he'll rank.
Get ready to fight.
Just in case they can come. I don't think they can come up the back. I think they can come through here. I don't think they can go up there.
The White
So I
Hand
think we
will
just
not
chill.
be stopped.
I could attack these settlements and sack them. We've got so much money now. Which I would like to spend on Lurtz's army. Let's wait 1 more turn and then I will cancel Lurtz as a retainer. Start his army up, and then maybe the next turn we'll sack Ginberg and Faceberg with these armies. Stop asking for gifts. I'm not giving you gifts, goblins. And our agent is ranked up. We could give him the next rank of champion. Personal combat action plus 20% chance of killing target. Let's give him prudence first and rank that up, and then we'll give him those ones. What trait does he have here? Discipline Enforcer, nice. Okay, Lurtz should have ranked up now. Yep, he's rank 4. So we can give him... I don't mind giving him the Dunlending Warchiefs, actually, for the charge bonus. The Blacksmith would also be good for the melee defense. Let's give him the Warchief first, though, I think. And he can stop being Saruman's retainer. We can raise an army. Might have to be next turn. Might have to be next turn. Unfortunately. And that means we can give... Where's Morsky? I might need to promote him into the chain of command first, so let's wait until Saruman has enough influence to do that. Here comes the armies of the Rohirrim. They won't have enough movement to reach us,
The White Hand will not be stopped.
which is fine. Let's end the turn. No, I don't want a defensive alliance with goblins. I'll get dragged into all sorts of wars. Hey, we've reached a new dominance level. We can get some more agents and deploy some more governors. And we've got a mission to defeat an invading force. An enemy army has crossed into your borders. You must see to it that no enemy soldiers step foot in your holds. Attack and defeat the invading army. The ghosts of celebrant Rohan, we have to defeat them and we'll get more recruits if we succeed. Is that this army? Yeah, okay. They're all the way up there. I don't know if I can get to them easily.
Weapons.
Alright, maybe Lurtz can do that. There he is, Lurtz. Let's go ahead and raise an army with Lurtz. We'll just give him the White Hand Stormers.
We will taste
The
man
War Bread.
flesh.
Nice. Very good. We'll put him
This
in
way.
Isengard there. And let's start recruiting. Now, who do we need deployed in our province to get the most out of our recruitment? That's deploy in own province, civil administration. What does that do? That's the income from buildings. So it's not him.
They will fear us.
I think it's just the chieftain, right? Deploy foreign province, target foreign army, deploy in own province, observation. Observation action helps spot enemy agents, increases control. Yeah, it's just the chieftain, I think, that I need to deploy
Uruk-hai.
to rally. And that will... yeah, increase the morale for new recruits. So,
Saruman will be
let's
pleased.
let's recruit 4 Uruk-hai raiders, 4 Uruk-hai archers, half-orc spears, we'll get 6 of those. We'll get 2 half-orc axes, and we'll get some wargs of Isengard. Are they better than cavalry? The Dunlending tribal raiders? Not quite. They're a tier 2 unit. We've got... They cost more. Well, anyway, they're kind of roleplay friendly, so we'll grab 2 units of them, and then we'll grab maybe 1 ballista. Or maybe I should just have 3. Or maybe I'll put the champion chieftain dude in here. I need to get another chieftain, actually. I can get another dignitary here. Let's get Gorgon.
Ready.
We've finished our development of mass war production. We can upgrade our forge, actually, to get the next rank of armor smithing, shield crafting, and weapon smithing. The clang of hammers echoes as weapons are forged for war. Very cool. Let's grab that. So it'll take 3 turns for this army to be filled out.
They will fear us.
I guess I'll move this guy down this way or something.
Ready.
Alternatively, I could start using him for something else and upgrade Gorgon to deploy in
They
the
will
home
fear
province.
us.
The recruits should also
will
have more
serve the
morale, but I don't know if
forces
there's
of
any way I can
darkness.
tell that beyond just looking at their training. Say morale anywhere. Morale 26. Yeah, I don't know. Alright.
Get ready
And we
to
might have to
fight.
fight these armies now. Theodred and the Riders of the Riddermark.
Ready weapons.
Maybe we try and use Snask to hinder them. That's a 40% success chance
us.
against the Riders of the Rittermark.
I will serve the forces of darkness.
Okay, that succeeded. So that's reduced their strength somewhat.
Get ready to fight.
Now I could Knight attack. Maybe we do that in the next episode though. But yeah, a Knight attack against that army to take one of them out, and then I bring in the Black Phalanx to support Ugluk in his attack against Ginberg over there. That could be really good. And Lurtz will get an army full of Uruk-hai here, and then he can use that to take out the Ghosts of Celebrant up north. Alright. Camp Infiltrator. Nice. We get even more casualties inflicted from the Poison Provisions action. Then we use that as Snask here. Alright. Pretty happy with that. I think we'll end it there. I'll just drop a save. So it's late October in the year 3016 of the Third Age. Definitely some good progress this episode, and we will, in the next episode, really start to amp up our war with Rohan, finish recruiting Lurtz's army here, and start to expand our borders now that we're in all-out war with Rohan. We did a bit of raiding, which is getting us some good money, and we'll also sack these settlements, I think, too, once we deal with these armies, and kill Theodred, the son of the king. We haven't seen yet. We haven't seen Theoden anywhere on the battlefield, but alright, we'll go ahead and end it there. As always, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, leave your comments down below, hit that bell notification icon. I will see you all in the next one. As always, take care and have fun.